Welcome to The Terrible Take, a mini podcast telling Steelers Nation what's on our mind. I'm Josh Carney. Poor Mason Rudolph. Typically, the backup quarterback is the most beloved figure in town, but that's never been the case for the 26-year-old Steelers quarterback. Now, on the cusp of finally getting his shot at the starting job in the Steel City. The hate, vitriol, and overall hyperbole regarding Rudolph is simply getting out of hand. It seems like any time Rudolph's name is evoked through the media or within the fan base when it comes to the quarterback position in Pittsburgh in 2022, it's Armageddon all over again. Nobody in their right minds, including anyone holding power within the Steelers organization, is putting all their eggs in the Rudolph basket when it comes to the next franchise quarterback. But somehow, ESPN's Ryan Clark believes that if Rudolph opens the 2022 season as the starter, the Steelers don't care about winning championships anymore? Let that sink in for a moment. Here's Clark's full quote, just for context. The Pittsburgh Steelers have failed as an organization. If Mason Rudolph is the starting quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers entering 2022, they are no longer the Pittsburgh Steelers that I love or the fans of Pittsburgh love. They no longer the team that decides every offseason we are going to try to compete for a championship, that we feel like the roster we have constructed is championship worthy and championship ready. Look, I know he's paid to come through with hot takes to get people talking, but this one takes the cake. Seriously. I mean, come on, Ryan. The same franchise that trotted out the likes of Bubby Brister, Mike Tomczak, Mark Malone, Cliff Stout, Tommy Maddox, and even Kent Graham. Yes, Kent Graham. Just to name a sad few, between the years of Terry Bradshaw and Ben Roethlisberger, all of a sudden doesn't care about winning championships? If Mason Rudolph, a guy the franchise has invested heavily in and would know more about than anyone within the talking head community, is the week 1 starter next year? Really? I'm guessing in Ryan Clark's eyes, the Steelers, one of the proudest and most consistent franchises in NFL history, didn't even attempt to compete for Super Bowls from 1984 to 2004. Aside from that 1 year in 95, because they had unappealing quarterbacks under center. Sure, the game has changed and the quarterback position has become so important, but this is going too far, and it's unfair to Mason Rudolph. Landry Jones never even caught this type of backlash in Pittsburgh, and Mason Rudolph's a better quarterback. Has Rudolph been great in his 10 career starts? No. But is it safe to assume we truly know who or what Mason Rudolph is as a starting quarterback in the NFL? Absolutely not. I'll gladly stand on the hill of small sample size here with Rudolph. He hasn't even attempted 400 career passes in the NFL. Pump the brakes just a bit, folks. Let's remember, the Steelers were in playoff contention with a mixture of Mason Rudolph and Duck Hodges under center just 3 years ago. There's a way to still compete while trying to figure out the future of the quarterback position down the line. Again, I'm not sitting here making the case for Rudolph being the quote-unquote next guy for the Steelers at the most important position in sports. But enough is enough when it comes to the outright hate and vitriol towards Rudolph. He's had the unfortunate task of not only being Ben Roethlisberger's backup late in his career, but he's also been slapped with the label of a first-round draft pick from the Steelers front office personnel, right or wrong. That's something he can't control. He can't control Kevin Colbert saying they had a first-round grade on him. He's given his all for the franchise that took a chance on him coming out of Oklahoma State, and he's going to get his opportunity to win the starting job in training camp. If he is the starting quarterback week 1 in 2022, don't expect the Steelers to be waving the white flag on competing for a Lombardi trophy anytime soon under Mike Tomlin, like Ryan Clark believes. Be sure to follow us at Steelers Depot and check out episodes of The Terrible Take every weekday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And check out The Terrible Podcast with Alex Kozora and Dave Bryan every Tuesday and Friday.